Well, good afternoon, King Albert families. It is Monday, March 23rd, 2020. Mr. Burke here, reporting from, my house, actually, which is where everybody else should be as we work through this difficult time in managing COVID-19 across the province, across the country, and across the world. We know that this is a difficult time for families. We know there's a lot of uncertainty about employment, financial pieces, family members' safety, and just what are we doing with our families while we're self-isolating. And so I just wanted to send a quick message out to send my best wishes to our Knights families, and remind everyone about some of the key messages that have come out in the last week or so. First and foremost being that all of our schools are closed until April 5th. And so please don't go to our school sites. If we can keep students off the playgrounds, that would be really ideal. Again, we're trying to practice self-isolation and social distancing to prevent the spread of COVID-19. And I know that I've driven by the school and seen lots of children playing and having fun in the playground, which I don't blame them. What else are you going to do? But that might create some situations that we might want to think twice about. Social distancing is that keeping 2 meters space between each other, and then that self-isolation is really being in our homes and not being out and about. As hard as that is, that's really what this time is for. So I'm hoping that people will reconsider and think about what we're doing with this time. I also wanted to reiterate something the minister has been putting out since Friday of last week around learning at home. This is not a time for us to be focused on heavy academics. This is not a time for us to be worried about pushing and fighting with our kids around homeschooling. The Ministry of Education has released the Learn at Home website, which is full of links and information for families that they can check out. Most of it is linked through TVO, whether it be programming on YouTube through the TVO TV channel, and also some things on their website for elementary students. So feel free to check that out. We'll have some links to this video so you can find those things. It's an offer, it's an option, it is not mandatory. The focus here again should not be fighting with our kids to make them sit down and do some learning time. If you're looking for something for them to do, it's there. If not, that's okay too. Really, for me, the priority in our community with our students and our families should be taking this time to build some relationships with kids, reassuring them that things are going to be okay, and that yes, this is a difficult time, but as a family, we're going to get through this, and we're going to get through this by being comforting, by reading to each other, reading with each other, building puzzles, building forts, watching some TV, cook together, follow a recipe, build Lego, have some contests, coloring contests in the home, and just imaginative play. Look at pictures from when you were a kid, tell stories from when you were a kid, and engage your kids that way. Have fun with this time together as much as you can. Don't stress about academics, don't stress about homeschooling, just spend time together as a family. We know that kids don't deal with situations well if they're stressed, and we also know that we feed off of each other's stress. It's called homeostasis. Our brains seek out brains that are in the same state. So as hard as it is, spend time with your kids and try not to stress too much. I will also be endeavoring to reach out to families throughout this week, just to touch base and see how everyone's doing, and if there's any ways we can be supportive and answer any questions. But if there is something that you want to reach out and talk about, by all means, you can email me infocap@tldSB.on.ca. That's infokap@tldSB.on.ca. Take care of each other, and check out the links connected to this video for regular updates about what's happening as we lead up to April 5th.